Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by life that words escape you and all you can do is cry? I'm here to assure you that every tear you shed speaks volumes to the God who created you.
Did you finally realize your dreams of having a family only to have your happily ever after turn into a nightmare? Does your home feel unsafe? Are you constantly second-guessing your parenting? If these questions feel uncomfortably close to home, take a breath. You're not alone, and there is a path forward. Hi neighbor, I'm Tim, an adoptive parent and adoption mentor. If you're a struggling adoptive parent searching for answers in your parenting journey, you're in the right place. I teach Christian adoptive parents how to be okay, even if their kids aren't, by anchoring them in biblical principles. Anchors of hope and healing are on the way. I'd like to pause for just a moment to invite you into something special I've built for adoptive parents. If you've ever sat in the quiet after a hard day with your adopted child and thought, "Am I the only one going through this?" You're not. I've been there too. That's why I created this space, a community of adoptive parents who understand, who share encouragement, and who offer practical, faith-rooted support. If you're in a season of difficulty with your adopted children, please take this opportunity to connect with us. We want to be there for you when you cry, when you laugh, when you need encouragement or a safe embrace. You don't have to walk this journey alone. It's simple to join. Just go to timsuggest.com/community. That's timsuggest.com/community. You also find a link in the show notes. Together we can walk this road, one step, one prayer, one season at a time.
Recently, I saw a graphic that caught my attention. It was a piece of paper, and at the top of the paper was the beginning of a prayer with the words, "Dear Lord." Below those words were wet spots, tears on the page. At the bottom was a single word, Amen. Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by life that words escape you and all you can do is cry? I'm here to assure you that every tear you shed speaks volumes to the God who created you. If you can, I want to encourage you to pause me now and grab a sheet of paper. On your paper, write the word tears vertically. Next to these letters which spell out the word tears, I'm going to give you some words and phrases to write down. We won't be considering these letters in the order that the word is spelled. We're going to begin with the letter E. Next to the letter E, write down the word emotion and then ask yourself this question. What emotion is causing me overwhelm and tears? Maybe you're afraid, you're angry, or anxious. Whatever that emotion is, write it down next to the letter E. Next to the letter S, write down the word silent. And then write down this quote from Voltaire. Tears are the silent language of grief. Before I have you write down anything else, I want to share a passage with you from the book of Psalms. Psalm 56 and verse 8. There David, the sweet psalmist of Israel, said, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book." Next to the letter T, write this phrase. God keeps track of all my sorrows. Next to the letter A, write this. God collects all my tears in a bottle. And then next to the letter R, write down this phrase. God records all my tears in his book. Let's get to your daily doable and add a few more ideas to this episode. When grief is overwhelming, and the only way you can communicate is through your tears, I want to encourage you to do what I do. Copy Psalm 56 and verse 8 down. Let me read that for you again. You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. Whenever you're overwhelmed by life and words escape you, remember these 3 profound truths. God keeps track of all your sorrows. God collects all your tears in a bottle. And God records your tears in His book.
If you know another adoptive parent who could use this kind of encouragement, would you please share this episode with them? Maybe text it to a friend who's been having a hard week, or pass it along on your social media. You never know. A simple share might be the lifeline someone else needs today. That's all for this episode. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now. I hope today's episode encouraged you to face the storms in your parenting journey with courage and confidence. If so, would you please share this episode with another adoptive parent? It would also bless me and the mission of this podcast if you would take a couple of minutes and leave a review for the show on Apple Podcast. Until next time, this is Tim, encouraging you to do what you can now.